Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. This is your boy Case coming at you guys again with another Tower of Fantasy video. So in today's video, I actually wanted to talk with you guys about why Lyn will be getting nerfs, be receiving some changes, but why that is completely irrelevant and it really does not matter. So before we get into this topic, make sure you guys are spamming up that comment section down below with what you guys think about this topic, but to kind of share my thoughts with you guys. So let's start from point one. Characters are coming from the CN version to the global version of Tower of Fantasy and in a different version of how they were in CN. And because of that, when it's caused a lot of the global audience to feel as if a lot of characters are being nerfed, being rebalanced, etc. I like to say rebalanced, but because of that, people feel, very, very concerned a little bit. They're like, I hope that they don't ruin a character by, all these changes that they're trying to add to characters. And what I want to discuss with you guys is why this one character in particular, those things do not really matter. So when it comes to Lyn, for those of you guys who do not understand how Lyn actually works, for every 2 elements that you pair her with. So what I mean by this is, like, if you pair her with 2 frost weapons, she will adopt, her skill will adopt that element and it will start doing damage in the form of that element. So if you pair her with 2 frost weapons, she will start doing frost damage. If you pair her with 2 volt weapons, she will start doing volt damage. If you pair her with 2 fire weapons, she will start doing fire damage. And the same goes for physical as well. Now, the reason why I say that those things don't really matter in the form of Lyn is because what makes Lyn strong is the way that her skill, the mechanics of the character, that's what make that character strong. Because it works in that way, what it opens up for that character is a ton of versatility. Lyn can fit into so many different comps. I almost want to say every comp in the entire game. You can pair her with any element. That's how good this character is. Now, the great thing about that is that you don't have to focus on just one element. This character's super universal. It puts her in a tier all by herself, in my personal opinion. And because of that, I would actually say that this is the only character that you will ever hear from me that I will say is a must pull. You must pull for this character because she is absolutely just ridiculous. And as you guys are getting more copies of her and building onto her constellations, she becomes even more ridiculous. So when you hear people start saying like, oh, I hope that they don't nerf Lyn, that I hope that she's not going to be super bad, the only way to really nerf Lyn is to change the mechanics of how the character actually works. They would have to change her skill for her to actually get some form of a nerf. Stats and things like that, like changing the numbers on like how much damage she dishes out, that stuff is completely irrelevant. Anybody who's talking about that does not know what they're really talking about. That stuff really does not matter. They're not going to completely remove it. They probably might scale it down, but it still isn't the big thing about what makes that character super strong. So when you guys hear things like that, just take it with a grain of salt. I just want you guys to understand what makes that character strong so that you don't make a bad decision when that character comes around and not end up rolling for that character because the majority of people got influenced by one bad egg and now they're not pulling for her. So you think that you shouldn't pull for her. So make sure you guys spam that comment section up down below. If you like this type of content, make sure you rate, like, and comment, and subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys for all that you do. And I'm your boy Kays, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.